Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. You're watching 6 Stories at 6 with me, Antara Gupta. And here are the top 6 stories that have set the agenda for the day. Starting with a single flame on a Madurai hilltop has triggered court battles, political protest and an impeachment push against a High Court judge. Next up, a rupees 300 crore land deal in Pune now raises a bigger question. Why is Parth Pawar missing from an FIR when the documents tell a completely different story? And that's not all. Assam's biggest mystery deepens. The SIT files 3,500 pages, names 7 accused and challenges the drowning version in the Zubeen Garg case. What really happened there? And of course, the end game of the Luthra brothers is near, viewers. Their run ends in Phuket, with deportation slated next and the Goa police gearing up to bring them back home. Meanwhile, in Karnataka, a fatal crash puts former Minister Revanna's son under the scanner, and yet again, a 24-year-old life has been crushed under a VVIP wheel. And last but not the least, viewers, after Cyclone Ditwa shreds Sri Lanka's lifelines, the Indian Army has come forward as the beacon of hope. Operation Sagar Bandhu is rebuilding roads, bridges and lives. This is 6 at 6. Let's begin. Now, at the Thiruparangundram hill in Madurai, the age-old tradition of lighting the Kartigaya Deepam has triggered a wave of court battles, political protest and unprecedented pressure on the judiciary. Hindu groups, in fact, say that they are only asking for the right to continue to customary religious practice. But the state government has questioned whether the ancient lamp pillar even existed historically. And in the middle of this standoff is a Madras High Court judge who ruled in favor of the devotees and now faces an impeachment motion signed by over 100 MPs. This is the story of Deepam dispute, the legal flashpoints, the political fault lines, and what this battle over a single flame really signifies. Take a look.
For years, the Thiruparakundam hill in Tamil Nadu has been a site of complete faith and devotion. But the calm broke apart after Hindu groups demanded the right to light the Kartigaya Deepam lamp at the hilltop, a community rallying for the lights. Earlier today, the Madurai High Court granted permission for Hindus to fast and do a silent protest for 2 days, demanding the right to light the Deepam at the hilltop Murugan temple. The point of contention that arose in court was over the existence of the Deepathun, the ancient stone lamp pillar. The Tamil AG argued that the dispute raises a fundamental legal question, whether the site referred to as Deepathun even exists. While the petitioner, answering the government argument, noted that Deepathun is part of the temple's historically owned land and lighting a lamp is a symbolic religious act. Settling the plea, the 2-bench judge ruled that no further intervention petitions will be accepted in the issue of lighting lamps at the Deepathun.
Fighting the case against Judge G.R. Swaminathan, the lawyer imposed by the government continues to state that they never had the permission to light the lamp on the Deepathun for the past 73 years and there was no proof saying that the Deepathun is part of the temple. While in case the petitioner is constantly pointing out that the temple papers prove that the Deepathun is part of the temple property and it was used before the Second World War. It was just that the practice was stopped and that they cannot continue to do that because right now the lamp that is being lit is in the place where the Moksha lamp is lit for the people who have passed away, and it is for people who have died, and that it does not pay respects to God but only pay respects for the dead, and it does not clean out whether the God can be placed in the same place where the Moksha lamp is lit, and that's the reason they want to light the lamp in the Deepathun and that they have been fighting for it for ages, and this is the first time that the judge has come in favor of them.
At the center of controversy, the temple dispute began after Justice Swaminathan of the Madras High Court had passed an order allowing devotees to light the lamp. A judgment that was passed in favor of Hindus invited backlash and an impeachment motion introduced in Lok Sabha by as many as over 100 MPs. From the DMK to the AIM to the Congress to the Samajwadi Party, the opposition unitedly rallied against an order favoring Hindus. And now, 56 judges have signed a petition backing Justice Swaminathan.
India Alliance signed out telling an impeachment against the Madras High Court Judge G.R. Swaminathan. Now, 56 judges have come in support, telling that they support Judge G.R. Swaminathan's and also his judgment. And there's a form that's been submitted by all 56 judges saying that they are in favor of Justice G.R. Swaminathan and they agree that his rule for this Tirupura has been right. And this form also has lawyers and advocates and also Supreme Court judges and the Madras High Court judges supporting Judge G.R. Swaminathan. And however, the DMK and the India Alliance still stand strong and telling that they want impeachment against Judge G.R. Swaminathan.
What is appalling is how the opposition flocked to have the judge removed, the same lobby who quote-unquote fight for fundamental rights.
Thiruparankundaram temple, sir, there are lathis for the devotees. Hindus are lathi charged. Despite the court order, they are not allowed. Despite the court order, they are not allowed to light the lamp, sir. Sir, my issue is, if there is the Stalin Sarkar, their court came down heavily, they slammed the Stalin Sarkar. I would like to put it on record.
To your party
why the
member
police
also.
is acting in this
I have
manner?
given an opportunity
Why the
to your
Hindus are
party member
stopped?
also.
As the legal political storm intensifies, the question at the heart of the Deepam dispute remains unchanged. Can a centuries-old religious tradition be curtailed by administrative doubt?
Now, the Bombay High Court sharply criticized Pune police in the 300 crore Pune land deal case, questioning why Deputy Chief Minister Ajit Pawar's son is not named in the FIR, even as others faced arrest. Now, this comes as documents reveal unusually fast approvals and officials' actions favoring Parth Pawar's firm in acquiring the government-owned land in Mundwa. Now, documents confirm Parth Pawar's son tried to take over the government plot. Here's the full story.
A fresh trail of documents in the Mundwa land deal case has blown the lid off for the Pawars and brought the spotlight back on the man who has not been named, Parth Pawar. An official letter has come to light which confirms the Maharashtra Deputy Chief Minister Ajit Pawar's son had tried to take over the government plot at Mundwa. The letter pointed out that the government officials had asked the Botanical Survey of India to vacate the controversial plot of land, which was purchased by Amedia Enterprises. The document indicates that the officials from the Maharashtra government had tried to facilitate the land transfer to Parth Pawar. Moreover, a letter has also surfaced which states that the Botanical Survey of India claimed that Amedia Enterprises has been trying to take possession of the land coercively and sought urgent intervention.
Deputy Chief Minister of Maharashtra Ajit Pawar said no land deal ever took place in the Pune land scam case. But Republic has accessed 72 pages sale deed and a letter which was sent by Botanical Survey of India raising serious concern about illegal possession and illegal sale. What about their 72 pages sale deed if there is no deal happened in Pune land scam case? And in the sale deed, it's clearly mentioned that Amedia Enterprise has purchased that land. So, the both partners of Amedia Enterprise, Parth Pawar and Digvijay Patil, are equally responsible for this deal.
As the investigation picks pace, the whistleblower has raised critical questions.
डिप्टी चीफ मिनिस्टर अजित पवार जी झूठ बोल रहे हैं। अगर डील नहीं हुआ है और ये सारे अधिकारी जो इस ज़मीन का आप कब्ज़ा देने पर तुले हुए थे मीडिया पर, तो किस बिना पर कर रहे थे? उनके पास सेल डीड था, उनके पास तहसीलदार का लेटर था, कलेक्टर ने ये जो बोटेनिकल गार्डन है उनके ये बिहाफ पर एक लेटर लिखा है कि इसकी इंक्वायरी करो। कलेक्टर को पता ये सब कुछ है, तो फिर डील कैसे नहीं हुआ? और डील नहीं हुआ तो ये क्या कागज़ का खेल रहे थे? और ऐसे चलता है आईजीआर डिपार्टमेंट में कि अगर कोई डील नहीं होता, जिसकी कोई वैल्यू नहीं है, वो तो डील होता ही नहीं। फिर कोई ट्रांजैक्शन, मतलब ये जो 720 पन्ने का वो है क्या?
Under fire, the Fadnavis government was even pulled up by the Bombay High Court on sparing Parth Pawar's name in the land deal report. The bench had questioned if the Pune police were attempting to shield the state deputy chief minister's son. It started in May 2025. 40 acres of prime government land in Mundwa, worth up to rupees 1,800 crores, sold for just rupees 300 crores to Media Enterprises, that is Parth Pawar's firm. Documents exclusively broken by Republic had clearly shown how Parth Pawar had direct links with the company, his signature on the paper. The central question remains, why is he being protected?
Now, for over 3 months, Assam has waited for clarity in the death of music icon Zubeen Garg. Tonight, the SIT has submitted a massive 3,500-page charge sheet that could reshape the narrative. Now, what began as a September yacht outing in Singapore, officially ruled a drowning, has now taken a far more serious turn. The charge sheet names 7 people, details digital and financial trails, and points to possible direct roles in Zubeen's death. With trunks of evidence placed before the Guwahati court, the investigation has now moved into its sharpest phase yet. Was this a tragic accident, or was it something much darker? Here's what the SIT says and what the evidence now reveals. Take a look.
In a development that gripped Assam for over 3 months, the Special Investigation Team has finally submitted its charge sheet in the tragic death of cultural icon Zubeen Garg. It was in September that during a seemingly innocent yacht outing at Island organized by the Assam Association Singapore, tragedy struck. Zubeen lost consciousness while swimming, despite wearing a life jacket. Singapore authorities ruled it a drowning. His body was flown back to Guwahati, where a second post-mortem at Guwahati Medical College confirmed no poisoning, but suspicions lingered.
আমি কোনেও এই প্ৰস্তাৱৰ বিৰোধিতা নকৰি তাক পূৰ্ণ সমৰ্থন আগবঢ়াইছিলোঁ এই কাৰণে যে জুবিন গাৰ্গৰ মৃত্যু, জুবিন গাৰ্গৰ হত্যা অসমৰ বাবে এটা অপূৰণীয় ক্ষতি, আৰু এই ক্ষতিক হয়তো আমাৰ প্ৰজন্মই কেতিয়াও পূৰণ কৰিব নোৱাৰে।
Today, the SIT submitted a staggering 3,500-page charge sheet to Chief Judicial Magistrate Balaram Shetri in Guwahati.
The Assam police has filed its search sheet in the Zubeen Garg's death probe. The search sheet runs through over 3,500 pages, which has been placed before the Chief Judicial Magistrate of Kamrup Metro in Guwahati today. It may be mentioned that the Assam police is investigating the Zubeen Garg's death as an incident of murder that has taken place in foreign soil, and as per the legal provisions provided under the BNSS, the probe has been progressing.
Accompanied by trunks of evidence, it names 7 accused, all in judicial custody. The document accuses 4 to 5 of direct murder roles, backed by digital trails, financial records, and witness accounts. Zubeen's death isn't just a case, it's a wound on Assam's soul.
SIT का चार्जशीट हो गया है, लोगों को हत्या की गुस्सर में हम लोग अभियुक्त किया हूँ। अभी आगे जाके न्यायालय में ये जो कानून का रास्ता से अभी आगे चलेगा। कोर्ट का ऊपर सब लोगों का सम्मान है।
From the decks of a Singapore yacht to the halls of Guwahati Court, Zubeen Garg's story reminds us, icons fall, but the light endures. The SIT's charge sheet is a step towards truth, but the fight for justice continues. Was it a drowning accident or a chilling murder plot? The details will reveal.
Now, as the chase for the Luthra duo ended after being found in Phuket, they were transferred this morning to the Bangkok Immigration Office, where their deportation process is now set to escalate. Goa Police is now in coordination with the CBI and is all set to bring the duo back in India. Here's a report on what's all happened till now. Take a look.
Tracked, detained, and their deportation next. A transnational chase is nearing its conclusion. The Luthra brothers, Gaurav and Saurav Luthra, owners of the Birch nightclub in Goa, face deportation and a likely arrest. Early this morning, the Luthra brothers were taken from Phuket to Bangkok's immigration center. Back in India, a trial awaits the duo. The Luthras fled India and flew to Phuket under the excuse of work.
वहाँ का स्टाफ स्टार्टिंग से ही हमारे साथ बदतमीज़ी और रूड बिहेवियर और गलत तरीके से बात कर रहा था, बट हमने सोचा कि क्योंकि मतलब हमारी एज सच कोई गलती नहीं थी और हमें लगा कि यार कोई बात नहीं, अवॉइड करते हैं इस चीज़। इतने पे उसने उनका कॉलर पकड़ लिया और बदतमीज़ी और गलत तरीके से बात करना शुरू कर दी। और जब हमने उनको छुड़ाया, बोला कि सॉरी वगैरह बोला और वहाँ से निकलने की कोशिश की, तो उन्होंने अपने बाउंसर्स को बुला लिया, जो उनका 25 लोगों का बाउंसर का वो पूरा जो वहाँ सिक्योरिटी थी सबको बुला लिया और वो चेस करके हम पे हाथ उठाना शुरू कर दिया।
Day by day, the legal news tightens around all players.
Sir, एक statement, sir.
I am sad for what has happened. I'm not a dement. I am sad for what has happened, but I didn't do it.
अजय गुप्ता क्या कहना चाहते हो? अजय गुप्ता। But sir, लेकिन आपकी लापरवाही से 25 लोगों की जान गई है, आप नहीं मानते हैं सर?
I am a sleeping partner. I have no role in operations.
Ironically, no owner is now ready to claim they actually own the club's day-to-day operations. But the court didn't find this argument based in reality. Official documents and receipts suggest Luthras were the owners. The duo that evaded accountability. Now held in Bangkok, it's only a matter of time before they face trial.
Former Minister H.M. Revanna's son Shashank Revanna has now been linked to a fatal road accident that claimed the life of a 24-year-old. Police has now in fact confirmed that the vehicle, it belongs to the Revanna family. While several key details, including who was driving at the time, are still under investigation, this is yet another case of an innocent life being crushed under a VVIP wheel. Take a look.
In Karnataka's Ramnagara district, a tragic accident unfolded around 10:30 on Thursday night. A white SUV belonging to the Revanna family, the family of former Minister H.M. Revanna, crashed head-on into a bike while attempting to overtake another vehicle. The impact devastating. The young rider, a 24-year-old, was found in a severely mangled condition. His face carried multiple injuries, while SUV's front section was completely crushed. The victim, identified as Rajesh, succumbed to his injuries on the spot. While police continues inquiry, a notice has been issued to the Revanna family. However, the identity of the person behind the wheel at the time of the crash is yet to be verified. With a detailed investigation underway, authorities maintain that the truth behind the fatal crash will be established soon.
Cyclone Ditwa has left Sri Lanka battered, with roads washed out, bridges collapsed and several regions cut off. In the middle of the crisis, India has now stepped in under its neighbourhood first policy. The Indian Army has launched Operation Sagar Bandhu, a focused mission to restore connectivity, reopen lifelines and support rescue efforts. An engineer task force of 48 personnel was airlifted to Sri Lanka on priority and has begun rebuilding critical infrastructure, from damaged roads to collapsed bridges. Their work has in fact helped reconnect isolated areas and move essential relief materials to thousands stranded. Local communities now say that the shelters built by Indian troops provided safety and medical support, especially when they needed it the most. Tonight, a look at how Operation Sagar Bandhu is helping Sri Lanka recover from one of its toughest moments. Take a look.
Cyclone Ditwa left a trail of destruction in Sri Lanka. Roads are washed away, bridges are damaged, and many areas are cut off.
Indian government Indian army பெரிய உதவி செய்றாங்க மற்ற வந்து அவங்க பெரிய ஹெல்ப்பா இருக்கு எங்களுக்கு எங்களுக்கு போக்குவரத்து சரியா பாதிப்பு இருக்கு பள்ளிக்கூடம் போகலாம இருக்குல்ல அதனால மிக வேகமா செய்யறதால எங்க தொழிலுக்கு அங்க இங்க போறோம்.
In this tough situation, India reached out to help Sri Lanka under its neighborhood first policy. The Indian Army quickly launched Operation Sagar Bandhu to help restore roads, bridges and connectivity and rescue thousands of those stranded.
In the line with the India's policy of the neighborhood first, the Operation Sagar Bandhu was launched to provide the humanitarian assistance to our Sri Lankan brothers and sisters who were affected by the devastating cyclone Ditwa. As part of the Operation Sagar Bandhu, an engineer task force, and they were inducted on the war footing to provide engineering support primarily to restore the vital lines of communications and construct damaged bridges and roads. The team here is comprising of the various experts of bridging, surveying and watermanship, and also the team which has come here has the meticulous skill holders who can operate the heavy earth moving equipments, drones and unmanned vehicles which is required to provide the effective engineering support.
As a part of this operation, an engineer task force comprising of 48 personnel of the Indian Army was airlifted and inducted on a war footing to provide critical engineering support. These brave hearts reached Sri Lanka and provided urgent engineering support.
ETF is presently holding the 4 sets of the Bailey bridges that were airlifted in the C-17 aircraft of Indian Air Force. And these bridges were airlifted for the restoration of the lines of the communications. More bridges have also been marshaled and kept ready in India, which will be inducted as and when it is required. Also, here we are holding these sets of the pneumatic boats, OBMs, HESCO bags and the new generation equipments like heavy payload drones and remote control vehicles.
Trained to use heavy earth moving machines and rebuild damaged stretches of road, the task force restored vital lines of communication and constructed damaged roads and bridges that connect cut-off areas. This helped reopen key routes for the movement of relief material. The Sri Lankan locals thanked the Indian Army for their immense support.
Indian Army வந்து எங்களுக்கு சரியான முறையில் யுத்தத்தால் பாதிக்கப்பட்டுள்ள இடத்துக்கு சரியான முறையில் வந்து எங்களுக்கு ஹெல்ப் பண்ணுது. பாராட்ட ஒரு விஷயம். இந்தியன் ஆர்மி வந்து எங்களுக்கு இவ்வளோ சப்போர்ட் செய்கிறது பெருமைக்குரிய விஷயமாக.
The shelters built by the Indian Army helped save many families in Sri Lanka. The injured were given immediate medical treatment in these shelters.
First, I want to thank for the India government and India Army helping for us this situation time. I came from here before 3 days here. Before 3 days, I have some problem for my stomach and head. I continue vomiting and my leg pain. Within 3 days now I got very good size.
From rescue and relief to building shelters and roads and bridges, Indian Army helped Sri Lanka in the difficult time.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's all we could pack in this episode of 6 Stories at 6. We'll be back with another power-packed episode, but it's time to slip into a short break. Don't go anywhere, because on the other side, Republic is live and breaking.